no matter who does you or what he does, even the Rabbi Yehuda Chossid, but he was another great Rishon. He says, even if an animal does something good for you, you must always be careful to have gratitude to that animal. Yeah, you must always handle very nicely with that animal because it did you a favor. What shall Eliyahu be doing? He's looking after this goy, because this goy once saved the lives of Yidden. Yeah, interesting, eh? So that's not the finish of it. That's not the end of it. The Rambam writes a very amazing thing at the end of Hilchos Shmita V'Yovel, the Rambam. And the Rambam says that Shevet Levi was separated off to be Hashem, that's including the Kohanim and the Leviim, they were separated off to be Hashem's servants, yeah. And their whole inyan, they don't have any nachlo, and they don't get any chelik in the bizo, you know, we didn't have a spoil from a war. Their whole thing is only to learn Torah and to teach Yidden and to offer up all the korbanos, and that's their whole inyan. They are the Moshosei Hashem. And then the Rambam writes that nowadays anybody who wants to devote his whole life only to serving Hashem, then he is holy just like Shevet Levi. Yeah, and he writes that Hashem will look after him and he will give him his essential needs, what he needs, and he will be Kodesh Kedoshim just like all the Leviim and all the Kohanim. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That if you really decide to devote your life to Torah and you mean Elah, then Hashem will look after you, and you become Kodesh Kedoshim. That's what the Rambam writes. He uses there a very, very amazing statement, the Rambam, and he says, Kol ba'ai oilom, no matter who they are, if they want to devote themselves that way, then Hashem will look after them. So everybody says, who are these people called ba'ai olam, all comers of the world? He doesn't say any yid, he says, Kol ba'ai olam. All yeah. So you know what some people learn? They learn a filu goyim, that if a goy comes along and he decides, Ella, that he's going to devote himself only to Hashem and to study according to Moshe Rabbeinu and according to how Hashem revealed, yeah, he will be Kodesh Kedoshim and Hashem will look after him. What's he going to study? He studies the Sheva Mitzvahs, B'nai Noach, and everything connected with him, and he studies like Yaakov Avinu studied before Matan Torah in the base medrash of Shem Ba'eba. Even a non-year. Wow. And that's what they say, that since the Rambam uses that expression, Kol bo'oi oilam, yeah. A very, very amazing expression. And so they say, where does the Rambam get this expression from, bo'oi oilam? Where does he get it from? Yeah. So there's a Mishnah in Masechta Rosh Hashanah that says on the day of Rosh Hashanah, all the people of the world pass in front of Hashem, yeah, and he judges them. Kol bo'ei oilam, Avram lefono. They all pass over in front of Hashem on Rosh Hashanah. Kol bo'ei oilam, and all the Meforshim learn that's referring to everybody, all the nations of the world, plus the Yidden. The Yidden first, of all the nations also. Of Mamela, bo'ei oilam means all the nations. Oh. And there's another place where the Rambam writes, Kol ba'ei oilam. But it's a bit complicated, but let's not get involved. But he writes in another place, Kol ba'ei oilam. Mamela Kuntai said the Rambam is now expanding this whole thing. And we see that even where Goyim really become Elah, and they really try to rise to some level of what we might call Kedusha, they make it, and Hashem looks after them also. Ja. Aber mir a Pili plays Eliyahu Hanavi saw it right to go into the base quarters to look after a goy who had really meant Ella. He had saved the lives of Yidden. Yeah. And you know, there's a story about a guy in the SHIUR, a goy that he saved the lives of a whole number of Yidden from the Nazis. And where he's buried, there are Yidden that go there and they offer up prayers and everything on his grave. Yeah. The whole night. Menachem, don't go to sleep right now. Things are broadening. So, Yesh Loimar, what the Rambam means is that there's a power on the part of the Goyim to prepare also the world for the ultimate slammers, when all of us are not going to have anything to do but to just pay attention to Hashem and learn about everything about it. That's what the Rambam writes at the end of everything. That's what's going to be after Bias Moshiach and Tchias Amazing. Over Meire, he writes there that even Goyim can prepare themselves to a certain extent that they will be ready. And therefore the Rebbe says Moshiach's not going to destroy Goyim. He's going to elevate them. And therefore there's no inyan in destroying Goyim except for those that they tried to destroy humanity. Or those Goyim Moshiach will destroy. Yeah. Of all the other Goyim, Moshiach is only interested. So the Rambam says that just like you have to teach the Goyim, the Sheva Mitzvah, they can elevate themselves to a point where they're also like Kohanim. They're also. And what did the Rebbe want? The Rebbe said, go around and teach all the Goyim Sheva Mitzvahs B'nai Noach. And what has happened is that some of them have chapped, and not just stam chapped, a lot of them have chapped it Bagadol. And this whole organization in the United States of people, Goyim, who want to learn all the mitzvahs according to what Moshe Rabbeinu said. Whole big groups of them, huge. And take the President of the United States at the present moment. He says about all the Yidden over there was this terrible thing that happened just a few days ago. 700 rockets were sent. What did they do about it? Cornish, to our great sorrow. And he's not in favor of that. He's trying to say, why don't you guys do something here to stop the whole thing, stop the whole terror, do something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah? And from worse, because he's helped, you understand? He's already shy in some way to Kedusha. And that's what the Rebbe wanted with the Sheva Mitzvahs, and that's the inyan, the kiro of the whole Olam, to be ready for Mashiach. That's the whole inyan. The Rebbe didn't stump to anything. Everything was a step towards Mashiach. And that's what the Rambam says way, way back when he wrote the Mishnah Torah, Kol bo'oi olam. Yeah, anybody who's a comer of the world, he can also move in and be part of the whole Kabbana in his own, maybe limited way, but that's what can happen. And therefore the Rebbe was teaching the Sheva Mitzvahs B'nai Noach to elevate everybody and get them in that they should also benefit, and they should also be part of the whole perfection of the Gila of Melech HaMashiach. Yeah, Omen Kein Yehi Rotzen. However, the Rebbe says that Melech HaMashiach will not be marachim on those who worked for destruction. Amen. That's not. Those Goyim not. They will be dealt with. And so all this inyan of terror and all this stuff, they are out. They're finished. Of nothing to do. Yeah, only to make sure that they don't continue existing and carrying out their terrible work. And that's what's hinted at in the Lashon of the Rambam. Yeah, Kol bo'oi olam. If they are coming in and they want to be part of it, then you can make them part of it, you understand? Mamela, that's what Eliyahu Hanavi was hinting at, and he said he came into that basic quarter to help one of those goyim who'd cut the right line, and he decided that he wants to be part of it, you know? And therefore you have to look after him. Oh, Pilly Plus. When I saw that, my eyes just jumped out altogether. Yeah. Oh, but that's the situation. And that's where we're holding. You can see the world is battling. It's like two amazing forces that, you know, and the Rebbe's worked so hard, you know, and it's beginning to happen, but there's still a lot of trouble. And unfortunately, some of the trouble is the Yidden. You know? Unfortunately, they don't realize what is the ultimate tachlis. Of a mela, Hashem should help all of us, that we all have a good hemshah, and we have a good spirit, we have a good life boima, we have good shvoyas, we have good everything. It all has to lead somewhere, you understand? We've got to elevate everything, and we've got to help even the good, wherever there's goodwill, that is Kedusha. Wherever there's goodwill, that's Kedusha. Well, have a good day, gentlemen. And we have the Rebbe that he is the goodwill of the whole world. This is without conversion. This is Mashiach now. Yeah. They don't need convert. They studied the Shiva Mitzvahs, but there's enough. There's a whole book about it, but that's only part of it. Yaakov Avinu learned for 14 years. What was he doing?
I'm sorry.